Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are staring down a speaker that is almost 5 feet tall.
It is an absolute beast.
The Monster G130 party speaker. And it makes this one heck of a claim, 1,800 watts of power.
Which is a huge number.
A huge number. So you see this thing parked at a warehouse store, maybe a Sam's Club, and it's priced around $600.
Or sometimes on sale for like $444, which is just shockingly low.
Exactly. So our mission today is pretty simple. Is that 1,800 watt number real, actual power, or is this just, inflated marketing for an impulse buy?
It's the perfect real-world example of this, really. It shows how consumer audio specs are designed to sound impressive, not necessarily to be accurate.
Okay, so let's unpack the physical stuff first. I mean, it's clearly built for impact.
Oh, yeah. All-terrain wheels, a handle, Bluetooth 5.3.
And you can even link two of them together. This is a speaker for a backyard party, full stop. Not for audio clarity.
Not at all. Acoustic fidelity is not the goal here, but let's get right to that power claim.
The 1,800 watts.
Yeah. When Monster prints 1,800 watts total system power on the box, what they're almost certainly referring to is something called peak power.
Okay, peak power. Now, I know the difference is important, but for the average person who just wants something loud, does it really matter? I mean, if it's loud enough, why should they care?
Well, that's the thing. You care because peak power is kind of a fantasy number.
A fantasy number.
It's the absolute max the speaker can hit for like a microsecond before it risks serious damage. Whereas RMS,
the real one.
RMS, root mean square,
There you go.
that's the continuous power it can actually sustain without just turning into a distorted mess.
And this is where it gets interesting because the math. Peak ratings are usually, 2 to 4 times higher than RMS?
At least, so that flashy 1,800 watt number probably translates to an actual continuous output of maybe 450 to 900 watts RMS.
Wow, that's a massive difference in what you're actually getting.
It is. And this wattage deception is totally standard across consumer audio. They advertise the peak number because it looks better on the shelf. It's that simple.
But, okay, let's talk performance. Even with the marketing spin, the sources say this thing does get legitimately loud, right?
Oh, it does. The bass is substantial. It will absolutely power a large outdoor party.
The trade-off is clarity, I'm guessing.
Always. As you push it closer to that max volume, distortion becomes a real issue.
Which brings us to value, because if you look at a professional sound system...
Right. A real PA speaker from a brand like Yamaha or JBL, a unit with a genuine, clean 400 watts RMS is going to cost you $1,200, maybe $2,000.
And the G130 is a fraction of that price.
Exactly. But you're getting maybe half the actual power, and the build quality is much lower. That big plastic body, for example, it can start to resonate and sound pretty awful when you really push it.
And the user reviews seem to reflect that. Impulse buyers love the wow factor.
But audio enthusiasts point out the misleading specs in the plastic construction right away. For a casual user, though, who just wants affordable volume for a party, that trade-off actually makes a lot of financial sense.
So, to sum it up, the Monster G130, it delivers on the promise of aggressive volume for the price.
It definitely does that.
But that 1,800 watt marketing claim is a clear-cut case of peak power inflation. It's designed to look great next to a sales sticker.
Which leave you, the listener, with a really important thought to take away.
What's that?
If you see a consumer product claiming professional-level power specs, but at a deeply, deeply consumer price, you have to stop and investigate.
You have to ask if you're comparing apples to apples.
Precisely. Are you comparing continuous RMS power versus momentary peak power, or are you just about to buy into a marketing fiction?